Hello, Scorpio. This is Moonshadow Psychic Readings, and I'm bringing you your January 2025 tarot reading. If you joined me from TikTok or Instagram, you saw me pull this card. I've already got your oracle cards pulled. That card came up the same way in the same spot for Cancer, so if you have any Cancer placements in your birth chart and that's how you follow things, it may be worth checking out the Cancer reading for you. I'm doing all the water signs right now, and yeah, there's something coming up. They also had this card the other way, thankful, in uh, one of the last two. I think it was this place, third placement there. So there may be something coming up. So here we have the High Priestess. Something's coming into rotation. There's a sequence of time, a period, something like that, following the moon phases. So maybe you want to check the dates of the moon phases. There might be something significant for you personally. Don't know. There's reflection here, a duality, but this purple coloring suggests kind of good things, maybe spiritual things as well. Your third eye chakra, as it seems to be placed there too. Your instincts, intuitions, spiritual guidance, psychic guidance, whatever it is, might have a place in your world at this time. There's a lot of air symbology here, actually. The feathers, the wings. You can see that. Hold it closer. So maybe some ideas to work on. Also, it's like a mirror reflection, so a time of reflection may be important, may be called for, and there is a period of waiting in Cancer's reading too. That's why I say, if you have strong Cancer placements, definitely check that reading out. I've already done all the air sign readings, so maybe there's something there as well with all that. Anyway, we'll first get into your relationships, your connections, communications. So suppressed is the overall energy at this time, which doesn't sound great. So what's being blocked in your connections? Self. Is that the answer? You're blocking yourself? Yeah, look at that. A real need for inner reflection. Meditating on things. There's the wisdom of the dragons. The free-flying thoughts of the birds. The symbol of regeneration and rebirth here, the butterfly. These beautiful blue roses, that's cool. It's like they keep saying blue roses are impossible. I don't know if that's still true. I've seen them for sale as seeds, but who knows if they actually grow to be blue. Possibly not, who knows. But being able to do the impossible, I think the power is in your hands, in your heart, and in your instincts as well. You have a lot of power. There's something in yourself. Look, being a Scorpio, yeah, I think you probably do have a strong sense of self, even if sometimes you don't put it out there. But you do have a strong power innately. The Father is the second card. Interesting. Very strong energy. It seems quite relaxed, but at the same time it studies everything. You analyze all the connections who come into your life. Are they worthy? Maybe you overanalyze. There's a lot of strength and power here in the horns, in the head. I think there's a lot of heavy thinking you do as a Scorpio. Yeah, I think that's pretty true. You, again, holding a lot of power, but it's almost unsure how to use it. It's like, well, I've got this, but do I follow this feeling of, I need to cut this person out, or do I carry on because there's something in the idea I kind of like, so maybe I'll risk in case there's a reward. Be careful with that. As a father figure, a parental type figure, you might have a tendency to kind of nurture in relationships and give a lot. Be wary about giving too much. There's got to be balance, give and take. I'm getting Bastet, the Egyptian cat goddess. Yeah, it's like the masculine and feminine selves are both there, always watching, always calculating, assessing. I think you sometimes need to listen more to your instincts. Sometimes you need to stop over-analyzing things as well. This is interesting. 2 cards really want to come out. I want to pull them both. Which is first? This one. Okay. Okay, so coming up, you've got this 13 of fire, and that's like phoenix energy. The embodiment of your full passion and a rebirth, just like an explosion of power there, in order to fulfill your destiny. Every time I say it, look, it's a sort of dragon serpent wrapped around a golden egg. Golden egg's a good sign, right? Every time I see it, I stop because I think it's a heart, like a human heart, and then I look closer and I'm like, oh no, it's not. So you got this great idea, this wisdom on how to like hold and nurture this golden egg, this fortune, this abundance. Maybe you're holding a little too tightly, so this rebirth is a time for you to get everything in alignment. Get the air and the earth, the ideas and the nurturing, the abundance, the power behind it. It's like you're opening a portal. I feel like there is definitely like a spiritual sense about you, some kind of arcane energy that you might be drawn to old world things, old world mysteries. I know I am. See, there's your warning bells there. You're learning to listen to them, put your faith in them, not judge things just by how good they look. Just kind of blackening your eyes out and really focusing on your intuition, because your intuition is bringing you abundance. And that there is like an old world symbol for Scorpios. This is definitely for you. Look at you, spreading your wings. Yep. So maybe there is a time of assessment coming up for you, which, like I said, self-reflection. Analyze things. It's like, okay, I know what I need to fix and change going forward. I know the type of connections I need to accept into my life. What's worthy of my time, what isn't. And now you feel more free to express yourself and be yourself, and those worthy connections will start to come in, attracted by that. All right. Next up, we have the energy of ungrateful, and this is in the area of your career, wealth, finance, goals, all that fun stuff we put our time towards. Number 37 there. Why ungrateful? Have you been ungrateful about the positions you held in the past, only seeing all the wrongdoings rather than being grateful for what you've been able to take away from it, even if it's just the lessons learned? King of Water. Okay, so that's someone in charge of their emotions. Again, you get that moon phases thing going on. Maybe there's some insight coming up during full moon periods. And the time either side, I think there is a period of learning, or has been, perhaps. Really interesting symbols. This glowing starfish is almost like a pentacle. The seahorses are interesting because I think they're like one of the only creatures where it's like the the male carries the child or the baby, something like that. So there's like, it's balancing the masculine and feminine energies, and the King of Water can do that. He understands his emotions, he's at peace with them, knows how to utilize them. So it is like the masculine and the feminine coming together. So that might be like in the recent past or immediate sort of present. I feel like there's, if you haven't had those lessons already, it's coming forth. Let me just put these aside a little bit. Alright. From there, you're building stronger foundations. You've got your scars from what's come before, but now you're building your own foundations. So getting your emotions in order is important in order to progress in your career, your life, your goals that you're aiming towards, the opportunities coming forward. Maybe it's a self-employment kind of thing, because you've worked for other people and in some regards you felt ungrateful. You probably felt very unappreciated. You weren't paid what you were worth. Now's the time to get that thinking in order, because that's the thinking of it's like not being worthy, not being valued. It's the realm of lack, not being paid what you're worth. That's you sitting in the energy of lack, not having. You getting into emotional peace means, actually, you know what? It actually did give me enough money to do certain things that I needed to do at the time or wanted to do, but I kept wanting more, and it didn't feel like a fair wage. It felt like I was doing more hours than I was being paid for. There was a whole lot of stress, and that's all I could focus on. So now I need to make my peace with that, because it did teach me, okay, I need to not have that in my life. I need to look for the opposite. Fulfilling work, appreciation, and me being enthusiastic about what I do, really wanting to put my all in and give more, because as much as I give, I get back from it, and it's very fulfilling. And I'm thankful for the lessons learned, and if something's wrong, I will now speak up. I will show my gratitude in any way, including helping others. So yeah, from that energy, you're building this strong foundation, and you have the power to build up something new. Again, is like the beetle, the scarab kind of imagery is another strong symbol of intelligence. There's a lot of power in this going forward. So this looks like, yeah, recent past to immediate present. This is coming off that, and then going forward, the 10 of Earth. Look at that. Really in full abundance, nurturing intelligence. It's like a baby dragon carrying a wand being passion. You're at peace with your innocence. You can actually go forward in this kind of innocent light energy. Take off the mask. You don't have to pretend you're a wolf on Wall Street, because you are secure in who you are, where you're going. You're nurturing your intelligence. You don't have to play a role that isn't you. And it's giving you this strong foundation, that instinct, that swirl there. I think that's a symbol of life itself. Yeah, again, the horns, power, focusing on your intellect again and your instincts. It's almost like you're constantly learning, building your wisdom, and you're nurturing that in others around you. Look at that almost rocky or root-like growth. It's like she's growing out of the ground, growing from her abundance. That's a powerful future going ahead there. So January is the start of your time to really build this, work on your inner issues, build those foundations up, because there's a lot of great stuff coming out in all areas of your life. Overall, in your life path, this is all your energies, whether it reiterates this or brings you something else. It's spirit's guidance on everything in your life. You have that sorrowful energy. Have you been wallowing in sadness a little while? You're going to get a big reading again. Cancer had a bigger reading than I expected. I wonder if you're going to be the same. Scorpio always ends up with a lot of stuff. Okay. Look at that. Sorrowful. There's been too much of this solitary, just wallowing kind of energy. This came up in a couple of the air readings as well, probably Libra. So if you're on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio, maybe something in there to check out. If you have strong Libra placements, I'm not sure. At least one of the others, maybe they all had this card, I'm not sure. There are genuinely people who are drawn to you, care about you, want to help you, and you choose not to see them. You don't want to be seen in your sadness, but you carry it too strongly. So what has this been about? You need to shed light on why you're carrying that sad energy, that sorrowful energy. I think that's what this life path section is going to be about. You need to reflect upon these things. There may be some sore memories in there that you don't want to deal with, but I think now's the time. You have an opportunity here to start the year fresh. So go inward and figure out why you carry this kind of low energy, this low state vibe. Why have you done so in the past? Maybe you don't so much now, but get to the root cause of it, because this is the thing you need to work on, channel and fix, come to peace with, so that all of this brilliance can suddenly come forth. You got to get to that King of Water phase. Look at that. The Two of Fire. Passions in alignment. So it could almost be like making a connection, and you're not going to make this equal matching connection until you put to rest this stuff. The connections will come from attraction. You know, it's like how magnets work. Two like magnets repel. A magnet and the opposite pole, two magnets of opposite poles will attract. So you see they're equal and opposite, yellow and red, and they're intertwining, coming together. So there is some, it could be also like parts of you coming together into alignment once you put to peace this air of sorrowfulness, making your sort of disparate parts come together, knit together into a whole powerful, passionate person. And maybe the masks are a little bit like act as if until you really are. Not so much fake it till you make it, but just think like someone who's already in that state. Think like it and show it outwardly. while you're also doing the actual work to fix what's going on inside. And you'll be surprised how quickly things in your life start to attract and connect, whether it's with another person, whether it's to opportunities in career or something you want to do. Yeah, things will just start to line up really quickly. Ooh, already getting the third card out. The Two of Earth. I like this. Real certain, stoic, abundant energy. It's like a flower or something blooming at the throat. So really, this is where you nurtured the skills to speak up. Here you've hidden and not spoken up. By this point in the future, it's like, I will say what I need to say to nurture the right things into existence, to give birth to the best opportunities, the best outcomes, just to do what's right. Building this abundant, beautiful, healthy life. That looks really good, Scorpio. Okay, let's get to your outcomes. So the overall energy is blessed. You're starting to change that lack of gratitude and that feeling of sorrowfulness and being held back, and you've turned it all around to become blessed. Now that's what we want to see, Scorps. Okay, what's your best course of action? Scorpio, January, what's your best course of action right now? Queen of Air. There's thoughts, fears, worries. So the Queen of Air knows how to get those things aligned. If you gotta cry, cry, because that's you releasing those energies that you didn't need. Let your wisdom fly free in your emotions, in your thoughts. See, it's like above the third eye here, it's gone black. It's like, I'm not gonna let those dark and negative, suppressive thoughts hold me back anymore. I'm shutting them out. I'm putting the blinder on them. Look at the spider there. You know, spiders are actually a symbol of abundance. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but the webs they hold, it's like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, a lot of us get the creeps for spiders, so they have that kind of insidious energy. They're just suddenly there in your space. It's like, how did you invade? So this is kind of like, this higher energy is like, okay, now we're gonna take that spider that's wrapped its web of sorrow around your thoughts, and we're gonna just pluck it out of your mind, take it away, and it's pulling its webs with it. Now you have this sword of defense in your thoughts, your soul, your spirit, your mind, and you can cut those webs free. But you don't go looking for a fight, so the sword stays planted. It's like, once I cut things free, it's there forever, and I'm not letting the bad thoughts back in. You're being much wiser about it. So it's exactly like I said, work on these negative patterns and thoughts you're holding on to. Number 14 could be important for you for some reason. And this is 13 as well. 13, 14. Did you have another 13 here? No, I think that was the last reading. Oh no, here it is. Oh no, that's 8. 8. Why am I reading 13? Ah, silly. Maybe the number 3 itself has significance, because I did read out the 37. Anyway, moving along. Queen of Air. Yeah, that's you getting your inner house in order. So do that. Go within. Work on making peace with those past feelings, those low energy situations, you have the power to heal all this, to bring about your ultimate outcome of, oh my god, this is exactly the same outcome as the Cancer reading. If you have Cancer placements, there is absolutely a cross-pollination in there. Oh my god. So it's the same thing. They had the same work to do. Put that inner negative stuff to rest. Do the work. Get yourself in alignment and peace. Any of that fiery Scorpio energy can not come out as a bad reaction. You can hold it like he is. He's just like, hold on, I'm not gonna go off in flames. Let's just put our swords down, shall we? We don't need to keep fighting about things. There's always another way. I know in the past I used to feel lacking in wealth, in appreciation, in love, in whatever. But that was wrong, because I can see now, looking back, that I had all this support around me that I chose to not let in, and I was the worse for it. So now that I've seen that evidence, I'm gonna say, whoa, just a sec. Let's put our swords down. The truth is, we're both here, we're both like each other. We're coming to the same conclusion, which doesn't mean that we're at odds. We're just reflecting similar energies. How can we bring those together? And you'll see, that's when your cup runneth over. All the supporting emotion, good healthy passions, unconditional love coming in, and here it is. It spills over and it starts to nurture the world around you. Your life becomes absolutely blessed just because of the way you behave, you act, you view the world, and it becomes infectious. You draw more people like that to you, and people around you are inspired by the way you approach the world. This is you in power, in control of your passions, of your heart, doing things and leading by example. That is a blessed life coming for you, Scorpio. That's a hell of a reading, and please claim it. You deserve it. If you do the work, you absolutely deserve this outcome. Any questions, please put them in the comments. I will happily draw some more cards if something was unclear. I'll do my best to explain otherwise. You can, of course, get your own personal private reading to have a reading tailored specifically to you, and I'll do a different kind of reading than you see on the videos. So there's a link in the description below or in the bio of my YouTube channel and my Instagram and TikTok. The link leads you to my booking website. I'm in sort of Melbourne, Australia, so the times are set to that. I don't know if it reflects your location. If it does, the times may not look like you can get a time that suits you, so feel free to contact me directly to work that out with you if it looks like that time isn't available, because I will have it available. I would just kind of somewhat arbitrary, well, not arbitrarily, but I've just put some times in that seem like good work hours, but they're completely flexible. My role is to bring guidance when you need it. So yeah, reach out to me. There's a link to message me, an email or something. Otherwise, if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, go over there and direct message me, and we can go from there. But that's enough of me yammering on. Have a fantastic January. Please take what you can with you as this reflects. Yeah. The suppression. Time to knock this over. And you will knock it out of the park. Good luck, Scorpio. Not that you need it. Just do the work. You're gonna be amazing, and you are powerful as all fuck. So just go for it. can't wait to catch you in the next reading. Take care.